Hey guys, welcome back to day 3. Hope it's going great for you guys. I have been working on my journey and I will be sharing my feedbacks and my comments in the comments to the last 2 videos as to what came up for me. And I would look forward to listening from you as well. Coming to day 3, this is an interesting one. Affirmation for the day is I deserve abundance. And the logical mind for me goes crazy when I say I deserve abundance. It's like, wow, what an entitled thought, or like, oh, but you're not organized, or you don't plan well, or come on, you just work 4 hours a day. How can you deserve abundance? And so on. So it's funny if you're able to notice that. But if you're not able to notice that, it actually directs what you do. So you actually can say, I deserve abundance, but would never feel that you deserve abundance if you don't know what is happening. And that's where journaling or contemplating or meditation, calming down your mind and sitting with yourself for 10 minutes with deep breathing and getting into that calm state of mind where you're able to hear that chatter is very important. And that's why, that's how I said it in the instructions video. If you haven't seen the instruction video, don't skip it. It's really important. Go through it and try to take actions accordingly. I deserve abundance. How I would like you to think about it is when you say I deserve abundance, think this way. When God made us, God made everybody the same. Think of any baby that you have in the house, or even not in the house, like, in your extended family or your neighbors. I bet you must have some baby around. Look at that baby and think, does he deserve everything or not? Or do they have to be punctual or active or a certain way, or they need to talk a certain way or be a certain way to deserve abundance? And that's what you are, or I am as well. We are the babies of the universe. When the God made us, they made it in all equality. In fact, they say that God made a picture, an image of himself or herself. So that's why we deserve everything. We deserve abundance. Easier said than done, but when you keep it repeating it and work on understanding it, eventually it will become your reality because you do deserve abundance. Abundance of health, abundance of wealth, abundance of joy, abundance of love, whatever it is. And that brings me to another point is that this deck is actually for money. I created it for money, abundance of money. However, it is abundance of anything that you choose. All right. So just know that. And if it is not the abundance of money that's priority for you, but rather it is health, or you want to work on both at the same time, just spend more time on it and actually study it and see what thoughts need to be changed in terms of health or relationships or money as it is. All right. And now we come to the action. So the action for the day actually needs you to be specific. So, for example, for a person who is earning, say, $10,000 an year, abundance for that person, if you say, I want to be a millionaire, chances are brain is never gonna believe that it's true. Like millionaire in next 6 months or an year. The chances are the brain's gonna say what BS and it's not gonna move on. You're never gonna take action to it. However, if it actually for a $10,000 an year income person, the abundant scenario could be $1,000 a year, like 5 times the income, right? And I think 5 times is a good number. If you're making 10,000, it might be 50,000 for you. If you're making 100,000, it might be 500,000 for you. If you're making 500,000, it can be 2.5 millions, right? So when I came to when I started my business and when I was starting my abundance journey in terms of as an entrepreneur and also was starting to work with energy and understand energy, I thought, okay, I'll be a millionaire. And at that time, I wasn't even making like $2,000 a month. And you know what? I kept fooling myself for a very long time until I came to know about this idea of specificity. Because you need to have a certain steps, maybe 3 or 4 steps to actually see the next step. So basically, when you think of, so for example, in my example, when I was earning $2,000 a month through my business, becoming a millionaire meant, I don't know, 30,000, 50,000 a month, maybe more. And I wasn't even like, I had no plan. I had no idea how it will happen. What will I do to make it happen? And that's when your brain goes, she's just bluffing. She doesn't know what she's saying. Versus when you understand, yes, I still want to be a millionaire, but this year my next goal is to become $1,000 per month or $1,000. There has to be a little stretch to it. It needs to be a little uncomfortable for you. Like 5,000 is very easy, for example, then you think 10,000 or 15,000 or 20,000, what? And then you start thinking, okay, I want to become a $10,000 per month, which is like $120,000 in profit every year entrepreneur. But that number is very important because that number makes you believe it is possible. It stretches you a little bit, but you know it is doable. Instead of just saying, I want to be a billionaire. Okay. So what? Nobody cares. Like your brain doesn't care. Your subconscious doesn't care about it, and you're never going to take any action. All right. So, how to find that number? To find that number, what is your abundance number? Your abundance number normally and generally is a sum of your installments and savings. How much do you want to save? How much is your installments, monthly expenses in a nutshell? Plus, how much do you want to save every month? Plus, normally as a human, we want to grow in three directions: give, grow, and gain. So what do we want to give? What do we want to donate? What do we want to gift to people and stuff like that? The amount of stuff that grow, like in terms of knowledge and understanding. For example, this course or my other courses. If you want to sign up for them, or you want to study, you want to buy a book, it can be any other form of growth, right? Or you want to learn swimming, or you want to learn dancing. It can be any form of growth, but that's growth. And then gain. What do you want to buy for yourself? A house, some piece of jewelry, or a car, or you want to go on shopping sprees, or you want to have some dinner at a nice place, and so on. All these three numbers plus your installments plus your savings is the number that you're aiming for. Right? So, this is the number that you're aiming for. This defines wealthy for you. And don't worry about it when you're deciding it. It can change next month. It can change next year, in a quarter. It can always change because it's your number and you get to decide what it should be. All right. However, right now, work on it, do the math, find out what the number is, and set a goal to make that much money either per year or per month. Okay. And maybe if you want to further drill it down, see how much do you need to make per day. And, one of my coaches also said, break it down to per hour and see how much you need to make per hour and what are the things that come to your mind to actually do it. And, if you find something doable, make it work. But when you do it this way, you see it is achievable. Or, you have some ideas and you actually are believing in what you are saying, that I deserve abundance and this is my abundance. This is my goal. I hope that helps. It helped me a lot, definitely, when I did it for the first time. I still do it. That's the beauty of this deck. You can always keep coming back to it. So, right now, I'm working on my multi-million-dollar self, and it being the new year and a new start to my new businesses. I'm working on a couple of new product lines. There can be better time to do it with you all. So it can't be any better time to do it, especially when I'm doing it with you all. So looking forward to see your comments and feedbacks and aha moments and even questions, and sharing mine as well. See you all soon.